My name's Elton. I'm the General Manager and one of the partners here at My Home Improvements. A lot of solar panels come with standard warranties, and that's industry across the board. So the majority of solar panel manufacturers will give you a 10-year manufacturer's warranty. So that's against, bits of metal falling off or water getting into the panel or something like that. And then they'll give you a 25-year performance warranty. So it is an incredibly long warranty, lifetime warranty. The trick though, and the thing to look out for, is a lot of these companies that offer these big warranties, they're never going to honour the warranty. And if they do, it's going to be you having to give someone in China a call, send them the panel, and then them send you a replacement one. And they kind of bank on that and rely on that because they know that you're not going to check the performance of the panels after 3 or 4 years. You're not going to know if your panel is 98% efficient or 55% efficient. You're not really going to know these things unless you get them tested. And unfortunately, a lot of the brands rely on that. So one of the key things if you're looking at a brand of panel to put up on your roof is really consider how credible that panel company is and how good quality of the product they produce. Just because they sell a lot of panels, i.e. tier 1 and on the top panel lists, that's to do with volume, not to do with quality. So one of the key things you can do is get good advice from your solar installers, from people who really know the industry, and make sure they guide you towards panel brands that are actually going to last and their warranties actually are what they say they are, and they also perform the way that they're guaranteed to perform. You won't get that with a cheap panel. You're not going to get that on a budget. You'll only get that on a good quality system. Solar systems will save you as much as you're using. If we put a solar system on your home and you're using 10 kilowatts of that solar system's power through the day, that's 10 kilowatts you're not buying from the grid. So that's the first thing we look at, is we look at how much power you're actually using in the daylight hours, not at night, in the daylight hours. And we try to make sure that whatever solar system we put in place at least covers that amount of use, give or take a little bit more. The next thing to consider is how much you then want to feed back into the grid. Now, the problem with feeding power back to the grid is at any moment, your local retailer could turn off the feed-in tariff. You might be getting 10 or 15 cents a kilowatt now for power you send back to the grid. Next year, it could be 2 cents. So it's kind of a bit of a funny one in terms of that decision-making process. But in terms of how much you can save with solar, realistically, if a solar system's performing well, it should be knocking off anywhere from 30 to 50 or more percent of your power bills if it's been designed well and if you're using it properly. So at the end of the day, we can give you a solar system as big as you want, but if you're not using it properly and using that power in the day when you're supposed to use it and using it efficiently, you're not going to get the most out of it and you're not going to save as much as you could do by doing those things.